Kansas City Chiefs hoist the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Well, if you like football, you love Super Bowl 57. Chris Berman with a Super Bowl MVP of the past. That would be Steve Young with a
What's up, baby?
With Booger McFarland. And speaking of an MVP, Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, I got to say something to my man Chris Berman, man. This is the GOAT right here.
Oh, stop.
Yes, sir.
Stop.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Are you Gumby? Because you get hurt, you come back better. Congratulations.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you.
At the end of the second quarter, the limp eye was not the ankle. What was it?
It was the ankle, but when you have those high ankle sprains, you always re-aggravate them. And I told y'all at the beginning of the week, there's nothing that's going to keep me off that football field. And so I was able to battle through, but I mean, I shout out to my teammates, man. My offensive line stepped up against one of the greatest defensive lines, it seems like, of all time. So I challenged them. They knew I was limping a little bit, and they gave me enough time to make throws.
And then early on in the third quarter, you had a scramble. There was a key play, an important play, and it probably told you we're good to go, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was going to push it. I challenged those guys in the locker room. I said, leave everything you have these last 30 minutes on the football field, and if I'm going to challenge you, I'm going to do the same. So I'm just proud of our guys, man. We had a lot of young guys in that locker room, and to be in that moment and to respond like that, man, it's special.
How does it feel to get two?
Oh,
I mean,
man.
what's the first feel? I mean, what is it? Is it different?
It hasn't even sat in yet. I think just the time of my career I got it, and the failure of the last 2 years of losing the Super Bowl and then losing an AFC Championship game. This one hits different. The first one, it was all like happy-go-lucky, everything like that. This one, you appreciate the hard work that it took to get here.
Pat, you guys outscored them 24-11 in the second half. What was the adjustment at halftime that you guys made?
Yeah, we just challenged each other. I mean, first off, our defense had to get stops.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a lot of stops against a great offense. Those critical third downs, they started finally getting those stops, and they were close all game, and they got enough stops, and the offense responded, and we were able to get some drives going. And I said it, man, the offensive line stepped up in that second half and gave me enough time and ran the football, and that's why we won the game.
It looked like a mix of a lot of things. All of a sudden, here's Juju Smith-Schuster. All of a sudden, here's Tony on that play to the right. Different times, different things. You guys had a lot of different formations, more than usual.
Yeah. Coach Reed had a great game plan. I knew it going in, and he got everybody involved. And I said it before the season, it's going to be everybody, except it's going to be Kelsey too. So it's going to be everybody and Kelsey that are going to make plays, and you saw that today.
How about Coach Reed? It seemed like when you scored, people were walking in the end zone. A lot of that is a sign of tactical advantage with the play calling and what was coming out, especially in the red zone.
Yeah, we have the best coaches in the league, and I understand how lucky I am whenever you get throw wide open touchdowns against one of the best defenses in the league. And so they did a great job scheming. Coach Reed obviously is the best offensive coach probably of all time, and then you have other coaches that have learned under him, and they put their blueprint in the game plan. And so I'm so excited, man. I can't wait to celebrate these young guys, man, and get to experience that with them.
A lot was talked about this Eagle offensive line. They got the best offensive line in the league. Y'all outrushed them by 43 yards. Was that a point of emphasis all week long?
Oh, yeah, our offensive line was ready to go. I mean, we had a ton of respect for their offensive line. They got great players, Hall of Fame players over there. But we thought that we got lost in the fold. They were talking about their defensive line and their offensive line, and we thought our offensive line was pretty good as well. So we challenged those guys, and they accepted the challenge. It wasn't pretty the whole time, but they fought, and that's all you can ask for with those big guys up front. And we knew if they won their matchup, that we would win the game.
You know, it also looked like a lot of times, Patrick, and I know you want to see everybody, that you weren't keeping in the second half. Of course, you're behind. 4 wide, maybe 1 back to chip. You knew your offensive line would handle that rush. It's almost like we dare you to come get me.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, no, at the end of the day, man, it comes up to those guys up front. It comes up to them having the block one-on-one against great pass rushers. And early in the game, we gave them some help, gave them some different looks, but we got behind, and we had to trust in those guys, and they accepted the challenge, man. We have 5 guys that are Pro Bowl caliber guys, and so to have that is a luxury for me. That's the reason we won this game.
So at halftime, everyone holds their breath. It was the most limp that I've seen in a couple of weeks from you going into halftime. Did it just sting and get better, or did you just have to gut it out?
Yeah, there's a little bit of both. I mean, whenever you re-aggravate those high ankles, man, it hurts. It feels like it did the first time.
Stings, yeah.
But it kind of gives a shock. I call it like when you have the stim machine on and it shocks you all the way up through your calf. So that hurt. But I mean, you got to play. Y'all know you got to play. You got to play at the end of the day. Well, you go out there and play.
Well, it didn't seem to get worse. You came out in the second half. It just felt like it stung for a little bit, and then it got at least went away a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't cut more. I just started running straight and relied on my 4.8 speed to get upfield.
Well, listen, with 2 kids now, you can't have a bad ankle. That's out.
Oh, I know.
You got to be home. You got to be helping out.
Let's go.
I've told Brittany there's so many things. I'm like, I'm going to help out with the bath time routine and the bedtime routine. You just got to wait till the off season, and we're at the off season now, so I'm going to be in there in the trenches.
See you in Tahoe, bro.
Oh yeah.
We'll give you the night off for that.
Appreciate you.
Congratulations,
Thank
champ.
you. Thank you as always.
Appreciate
Yes, sir.
it. Thanks for coming right over.
Appreciate you, my man. Yes, sir.
Well, how's that for the start
Thanks,
of the
Pat.
show?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.